One.
It'd be like that.
I'm a follower.
Co-op, local split screen.
Oh, you just put it in the chat.
Oh no, I didn't.
I'll do it.
Alright. Cool.
I ain't get no notification. Oh.
Shit. Ain't that a fucking bitch?
There we go.
Let me see the iPad real quick.
There we go.
And we're back. Finally today, in New Ephyra, First Minister Jin commemorated the 25th anniversary of the end of the Locust War.
Today, we are humbled by the presence of two generations of men and women who braved every danger, who fought the battles that made us what we are, including the most pivotal encounter of the Pendulum Wars,
You wanna skip this?
Ashford.
Yeah. Oh, it just got real. We put it as hardcore.
Yeah.
I can't post it on Facebook. My Facebook app is not working.
You said what?
My Facebook app is not working.
I don't even have it on fucking. I don't have it on my iPad.
That's good. What up, everybody?
What's good, y'all? So,
It was funny. This is good.
yeah, it's kind of moving like slow, right? No, I mean the controllers.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think because it's
This is co-op.
yeah.
It's going back and forth.
All right. So what's up, y'all? So last week was, of course, E3. It was a big industry-wide announcements that's coming on the next few years. So later this year, and so we definitely want to talk to you guys about some of our feedback, some of the things we liked, some of the things we didn't. But while we're talking about it, we're going to be playing some Gears of War 4. Gears has actually made a big presence since we're playing it. I guess we can start off by that. Gears 5 made a presence. Actually, not only Gears 5. What was it? It was like that Gears Pop or some shit like that.
Yeah, so what they're trying to do is try to make it a mobile game for it, so they can. And they actually did a good job in introducing, instead of just opening up with Gears 5, they open up with games that related to Gears, then open up with Gears 5.
Yeah.
So everybody will be satisfied and
because everybody was there for Gears 5, but all the other stuff was kind of like teasers.
Well, really, everybody was there for Halo, but
well, I was, but goddamn, I was disappointed. But yeah, I think the main thing, it really paced it out. It really kind of got you on the edge of your seat, because prior to the Microsoft conference, they were talking about they're talking about they're gonna have 3 Gears games. We were like, what the fuck, 3 Gears games? What everybody really cared about was Gears 5, but they had that mobile game, and then they also had a real-time strategy game, kind of like a Gears Halo Wars type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool. You know, I really only care about Gears 5, but I think it's good fan service that they're doing the other titles in the series. So overall, I think it was pretty cool. But like closing off with Gears 5, I think really kind of set it off with that, because in the absence of Halo and actually not showing like gameplay or any other information on it, I think Gears 5 really kind of like filled that void for me, me personally. But I think I guess we can go ahead and talk a little bit more about the Microsoft event, since we're starting off with that.
Since Microsoft's the only freaking conference that blew out everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Not blew out, but Sony, you was trash this year.
Sony was weird. It started off real clunky, then they kind of got into the groove later on. That whole switching rooms and shit like that shit was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
Well, I mean, it was actually interesting how that church kind of set the vibe for
Last of Us 2, and then they switched to the main arena or main area for the rest of the conference. Yeah. So. Yeah, you're right. I definitely give them credit for trying something a little different. They're typically, I would say Sony this generation has been like kind of the trendsetters, because Sony has been the leader pretty much of all the consoles. So they're pretty much, they kind of, I forget, it was maybe not last E3 or the year before that, where they basically just kind of blew everybody away because they just showed game after game after game, and the games that people were really excited about.
Mm-hmm.
But this year they kind of took a step back, and they kind of, I don't want to say ruined surprises, but they lowered expectations for people, and they were saying like, we're just going to show these 4 games, which was Ghost of Tsushima.
Remember, T's always silent. No, I'm joking.
What you say?
T's always silent. No, I'm joking. But it's, I mean, at the same time, like, I don't know. At the same time, yeah, they had those 4 games, Sony, in my perspective, knew they didn't have much.
Yeah.
This year, which was okay,
which is fine, because you think about like what they released already this year, which is God of War.
First off, God of War, hands down.
Santa
Monica Studios, well done. Y'all took y'all time. Y'all didn't rush it. You knew we were looking for it. They delivered on all fronts. They said y'all wanted God of War.
I know, right? I always do that too.
Yeah. Y'all wanted God of War, so we're gonna give it to you. Guess what? You're gonna love it. Lo and behold, what they do, everybody loved it so much. They say, let's get a Game Plus. Oh, we're gonna add a Game Plus. Bam, there you go. So now Sony's like, okay, well, we already did good this year, so we're just gonna bring some more stuff for next year. A little bit of stuff, we got this year, Spider-Man and a couple others. We can get into that later, but Sony knew what was up, and as long as they didn't try to like pull something out their ass and try to deliver something to where they weren't going to have it happen until like 2020 or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather you just wait and say, oh yeah, we just got these games coming out, look out for these games. Cool.
Yeah.
That's fine with us. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, some of this trash and shit," and I
at first that's what I was. I felt like that at 1st, but towards the end of it, I was like, okay, they actually did have some surprises, like Control, which we can. Oh shit! I got fucked up. I was trying to go Rambo over there.
Boy, you got
got
your head blown off. That's more than fucked up. You got the obliterated.
Yeah. So let's stick a little a bookmark in Sony for right now.
Yeah.
Let's go back to
Microsoft.
Let's start from the beginning. So E3 this year started on Saturday, which was EA.
EA, yes. Let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and get out the box. Anthem looks so tight.
Anthem looks so fucking tight.
And I don't care what nobody say like, hey, oh, it's gonna be another Destiny. Fuck y'all.
This shit
should have been. This is what Destiny should have been. This is what Destiny should have been like.
This is
how they said it, and I quote: they blended single player and co-op and multiplayer together to where you can fight by yourself, or somebody can just join in.
Yep.
And it's and they said they do it seamless. So we gotta see what they mean by seamless. And to me, like, you get, oh no, you're gonna get messed up. Okay, good.
Oh,
good.
Okay, I forget. I keep forgetting this is hardcore.
Oh!
No! I didn't mean to. Get over.
You're dead. You're dead.
Pick me up. All right.
Okay. So back to not dying. But yeah. So Anthem himself, what I loved, what they showed, what they talked about, is that you can have these different mechs.
Yeah, those suits are fucking tight.
But what I liked about it was that they said, yeah, you can go out and fight, but the storyline is in the base. So
yeah, that is true. Because when you go back to the base, that's when you interact with all the I guess the settlers, or I don't know what they are exactly, but
that's where you interact with the other characters. You get missions and stuff like that, but that's what it's supposed to be like. Like Destiny, don't get me wrong, I like Destiny.
Yeah, I
played it a lot.
I would say out of all, you and my cousin are like dedicated Destiny players. Y'all have stuck through all the bullshit.
Like
I commend you for that, because I probably played Destiny no more than like 6 hours, and I was like, this shit is so boring. It's tedious. Feels like a chore. And I saw
it as any other RPG game almost, but I was excited about it because I thought a little tight when they first announced it. They were like, "Yo,"
they did look tight.
I was like, "Okay, so this junk gonna be dope." What happened? It was good, and then it started to fall off. I was like, "What is this?" And then Destiny 2 came out. We thought stuff was gonna change. Nope. I was like, "Oh shit."
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like, part of me is kind of like, this is very petty of me, but part of me is kind of like, I'm glad that both companies, like 343 and Bungie, are kind of fucking up.
That is petty as shit.
It is petty, but it goes to show, like, let's just do this. Let's do 343. Y'all had no Destiny. Bungie, let's go back to Halo. Let's do that. How about that?
But see, like, that was a problem when they did that switch with D2. The people who left were the people who made the game.
True.
So then when they left, they're like, oh, well, we can't, I'm not going to go into it because it's going to piss me off. Anyway.
We got to do a whole, let's do that. Let's do a whole Destiny, podcast next time. Because I want to.
Well, we're gonna do an episode on that next time, guys. Like I know. I got a lot of friends who play. I know one of my friends, Trey Markins. He streams and he used to play Destiny a lot too with me and a couple of our friends. And now he tried to play the new stuff and he said he can't stand to play it because it let him down. Like you know, that's how it is. Like you play a game so much and then you get let down. You try and then you go play another game and then you try to go back. You're like, oh dang, I won't play this no more. Like I'm just not. My heart's not in it.
Get that fool.
Let's go.
Dude, fucking fuck me up. Anyway, let's get back to Anthem. I can't say enough how excited I am for that game. I just love the aesthetic. I love how like the little shit, like when you take off, when you first take off, you do that little pause and then you just boom, like you do like a sonic boom. Like that shit looks so fucking tight.
Heck yeah.
And then the gunplay just looks so tight. It looks like a good mix between Gears of War, Destiny, Destiny in the sense of like the whole MMO type thing. But it just looks like a good game, like a good fun game. I wouldn't mind putting hours into this game because I don't feel like I would get tired of it. It just
and that's why I said I hope they don't. I'm gonna say this right now. I hope they don't fuck up like Destiny, like Bungie did with Destiny.
Yeah.
And I think since Destiny's been out for long, for D1 and Destiny 1, Destiny 2, they learned their lesson because they were supposed to release it this year.
What?
Anthem.
Oh yeah.
They're supposed to release it this year, and they said, you know what? Let's not do that because that Star Wars thing happened.
Oh yeah.
A whole bunch of other stuff happened.
EA fucked up with that.
And Star Wars Battlefront 2 was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun, and it was pretty dope. And with the whole loot box thing, they fucked it up.
Yeah.
Because people were waiting just like, and they should have took a page out of God of War. Oh well, then again they couldn't because it ain't came out yet. But like with like God of War, they took their time.
Yeah.
And since they took their time, they're like, you know, let me just go ahead and do what I need to do and.
Oh shit! I'm trying to be tight.
I'm good. Ooh, any skin. Woo! Yeah. Anyway. Oh, damn.
Oh.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Forgot the tarantula.
You said so crazy. But, yeah, I couldn't even... I like Star Wars Battlefront 1. I got tired of it after a little while. But... I don't know. I couldn't... The whole controversy kind of threw me off with Battlefront 2.
It threw everybody off because they were like, oh, no.
Yeah, because...
And so...
Oh, shit.
I was like, okay, well... Like, I bought it out right out the gate, so...
Yeah, you pre-ordered that, John.
I pre-ordered it, so... And I had fun. A couple of our friends played with it. I've had lots of fun. And... There was times where I snipe people and have a lot of fun with that too. But at the same time, like, you know, EA dropped the ball a little bit. And they admitted it.
Yeah.
So, you know, as long as they rectified it, which they did. So now, since that happened though, the good thing about that is that a lot of other gaming studios learned from that. They're like, oh well, who was it? A Battlefield.
Yeah.
They had loot boxes in Battlefield 1. And then they're like, oh, we're not going to have loot boxes for Battlefield 5.
Yeah.
And not only that, Division 2. With the whole, with the whole, like Battle Pass, stuff like that, you know, Season Pass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're not going to have that for Division 2.
Oh, that's good. Oh, shit.
Oh, my gosh. So and you know they announced that. So and we'll talk about that more. But yeah, they learned their lesson. They learned their lesson. They're like, okay, we're not gonna do that again. Blah, blah. They got it together. That's cool.
Yeah.
So now, speaking of Battlefield 5, this is where shit kind of hits the fan because people were upset, especially some of my friends who were Battlefield fans, that they went to World War II.
Yeah.
Instead of going back to Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Which I understand what they're trying to do is that they're trying to build back up
to the
modern stuff.
Yeah.
But if you do that, you're kind of going to lose your fan base because it seems like you're doing a remake of your old games.
Yeah, that was the thing where these last like few years, everything was about, because I mean, same thing happened with Call of Duty. Like everybody is just like going backwards, and I definitely understand that. Like, it is a good break from the usual, but part of you does want that tight Modern Warfare again, but I'm kind of indifferent. I think Battlefield is. I mean, the roots are in World War II. I mean, pretty much all of like those military shooters, their roots are in World War II. But Battlefield specifically is it's still Battlefield. You still get a ton of options in terms of vehicular gameplay and all that stuff. So you still got that sandbox, which is damn.
Oh shit! They said no, sir.
I'm sure
you ain't getting that shit. Ooh, damn.
So I definitely.
He drop kicked me. Sorry.
What happened?
He drop kicked me because my chest.
Yeah. Did he hop over the thing?
Yeah, he did.
There we go.
Ooh. Them things look ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, so I'm kind of indifferent with that. I just wanted to see the game in action. I think it had a good showing. It had a lot of cool elements. The destructibility of the houses, the buildings.
Well, I'm glad they actually stuck with that because it wouldn't be a Battlefield game. I mean, really, as one of our friends said, they should have just made Bad Company 3.
Yeah, we're like way overdue for Bad Company.
Yeah, because Bad Company is what got me into Battlefield in the first place. Yeah. Bad Company 2.
Yep.
I never played it. He was like, "Oh, you never played it? Here you go." I was like, "Yo, this is realistic."
Yeah.
He got me off of Call of Duty.
Yep. Well, we all had our moments when we were.
Black Ops was my game. That's all I played on PlayStation. PS3.
I couldn't even. I was so burnt out from Modern Warfare 2. I probably put like hundreds of hours in Modern Warfare 2. That was fun, but then once Black Ops came and I saw like it was pretty much the same game,
yeah.
I couldn't.
But I didn't care. Like I was that type of person. Like, oh, okay, cool game. So I'm gonna play it.
Yeah. But
gotta go up the stairs. I'm in the spot.
Oh, gotcha. So I think Battlefield 5 is gonna be a fun game. I'm not super excited about the old style weaponry, but just looking at the gameplay, the fluid movement system, I think it's gonna be a good game. I have no doubt in that. If I had my way, it would be Bad Company 3. I think we're way overdue for that shit, but it's Battlefield, so
it is what it is.
We're definitely gonna play it. I think we're all itching for something.
First off, it don't matter. Next year, 2019, I'm heavily investing, not spending, I'm investing into the gaming industry. I said that several times. My friends know I said it several times. Like, you know, I don't spend that much money on games already. Kind of do, not really. But at the same time, like next year, shit, first 4 months, I'm dropping crazy. 60 every month.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Like it's gonna be like 2017. Remember how crazy that year was?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was pretty much all types of stuff. But yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to Battlefield. I think that's really the only 2 games that we cared about in EA. Of course, they had their sports games and all that nonsense. That's going to be there. That's just not us. We don't play sports games like that.
Man, I played football in college. Played football in high school. Basketball, baseball. Like, people to this day don't understand. Why don't you like Madden, NFL? Because I feel like I'm on the sideline.
Damn.
Oh, dang. You got your head smashed in like a pumpkin.
Yep. Keep forgetting this is hardcore. I be trying to do some like Rambo shit. But yeah, man, like sports games, I think the last sports game I've bought was like MLB The Show.
How was Need for Speed?
You consider that a sports game?
It's a car racing game. Technically, sports. NASCAR's a sport.
Nah, I would say like NASCAR is in that sports realm, but I say Need for Speed is more of an arcade racing. Yeah,
I guess so.
I put that in like an arcade racing game. Anyway, so yeah, EA was pretty lackluster. I was actually at a baseball game when that shit was happening, and I was glancing back and forth. They was showing that dumbass mobile game, Command and Conquer.
Hey, let's get something straight. Command and Conquer is my shit. Nah, I played that on PC.
I used to play that shit back in the day too, but I don't play that shit on mobile.
I don't know, cause like mobile's a new wave now, and you know if you have a good.
Well, you actually play mobile games, so would you play that?
Truthfully, I probably would. Tell you the truth, I probably would. And the reason why is this, because it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a good game to do. Like you don't have a Switch or something, you know, to play certain games and like you just you just play
on the go.
Play on the go.
Yeah. That game, I would say, that is because it kind of remind me of I used to play a lot of Advance Wars on Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
I played that, and then there was this other like knockoff of Command and Conquer. I think it was called like Real War or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was fun because if you fuck up people hard enough, you get to nuke them, shit like that, nuke their base. But I mean at a conference, I mean I understand like the allure of those games, but it didn't get me excited at that.
It's not gonna get everybody excited. They just want to get. It's like League of Legends. It's like those type of games.
Yeah.
They just want to get a certain demographic.
Yeah.
And they'll get money regardless.
Yeah.
It's like Candy Crush. Candy Crush is a fun game.
Yeah, they're showing their portfolio. But I can say that EA's press conference it
was alright.
They got their point across with Anthem and Battlefield, so we're definitely going to be playing that shit heavily in the future. So look out for that. So after EA, the next one was Microsoft.
Right.
So my expectations for Microsoft was probably like to the sky. I'm specifically probably like I'm like a true like Halo fan. I love anything Halo. So at this moment, I'm really looking forward to the next entry in the series, specifically Halo 6. But we've come to learn that the new one is going to be called Halo Infinite. I don't have any. I really don't care about the title. The title is whatever. I just wanted to see gameplay. I wanted to get some more information about the game itself. But all we got was a teaser trailer. So I'm not gonna lie, that first like few minutes of the Microsoft conference, I was like, this is gonna be my birthday right now. But after that shit, man, it was like the teaser trailer and that was it. I was like,
you're like, ah. I
was like,
here's a tease.
Are we missing anything? Come on now. Like, I thought Phil Spencer was gonna come out there and like introduce a 343 guy, blah 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 blah.
Bro, what you wrong?
But we just moved right on. I was like, hold up, how y'all just gonna do that for Halo? So
that means it wasn't ready yet. They showed.
I know.
Here you go. Here's a bit of what's gonna happen.
But dog, like Halo 5 was released in 2015. 3 years. 3 years, you don't got nothing to show. Come on now. And I've been following like the development of the next entry, and they were saying that they kind of had to go back to the drawing board on some stuff. I think they're building or forking an engine, so they probably had to. There's a lot of stuff that they had to do because Halo 5 wasn't a bad game. It just didn't have that Halo spirit. I would say it was lacking in that regard. But at the core of it, it's still a fun game. I still enjoy Halo combat. It's no other game that emulates that shit. But I was heartbroken, man. Like I really wanted a fucking a deep dive.
It's like with me with Crackdown 3.
Yeah.
They show. I like yes, here it comes. And what happened? Oh, wait till next year. Sorry.
Yeah.
E3, son of a bitch. That's exactly how I felt. So either way, but yeah, I mean, you know, they did that for a reason. You know, I always see it like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Regardless of what people think. Wait, what the heck? I gotta take control. Haha. I can choose who I can. I forgot you can choose who you can play with.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can play this girl.
Yeah, but how? There's no gate.
Now we gotta knock it down. So of course Halo Infinite, you know. Then they had Gears 5. And then they had Crackdown 3.
So what are your thoughts? You're probably the only person that I know that's actually excited about Crackdown.
Crackdown. So I was gonna say this. Crackdown was the first game I played on Xbox 360.
Okay. So you got some memories.
Crackdown was dope as shit. I played that. I beat the game, played it past beating the game, got all the orbs.
Not immediately.
Pretty much platinumed it. I didn't do all the challenges, but I pretty much platinumed it basically. And so on top of doing all that, I still played more. Like I was still beating the same bosses over and over again. Like Crackdown was so fun. And Agents of Mayhem reminded me of Crackdown. Mm-hmm. That's why I wanted to get. I didn't get it because it was kind of bad. I like, I'm just gonna wait to Crackdown. So, what is it? Was that Saints Row was like Crackdown?
Oh yeah.
So Crackdown, if anybody hasn't played it, basically you are a genetically engineered cop, and basically you go around taking out different gangs around the city, and you find these orbs and you build. Pretty much your character gets bigger and bigger. Your car can shapeshift. You get bigger and bigger too. What they added, which I liked when they showed the trailer, is you can fucking have a tank. You can roll around the tank and just blast people. So I'm already sold on it. I already told myself that's one of the best ones. Pretty much next year, I have maybe 6-7 games lined up I'm getting. And two, like, some are in the same months, but like I already told myself I'm just gonna get it. Like, I'm gonna start pre-ordering this year, and there's games this year I'm gonna probably get to. So
yeah,
but Crackdown 3 is gonna be amazing. If it's a disappointment, whatever.
What would count for a disappointment in your book?
If it's like Crackdown 2.
Oh yeah, Crackdown 2.
Crackdown 2 was super trash. I'm like, who the fuck made this?
Yeah, that shit was
like,
that shit got
it
boring.
went back. Crackdown went forward about 6 steps. Crackdown 2 made it go back about 20.
Yeah, it was Crackdown 2 was trash.
It was so trash. I was so
It
upset.
wasn't their fault.
But anyway, Crackdown 3, we're gonna see. And you know, they find it interesting they put Terry Crews in it as like a sergeant or whatever. So
yeah, I think that's
cool.
pretty tight though. I'm a big fan of Terry Crews. I like his
well, he likes gaming in general, so
Yes.
it kind of suits him.
definitely.
Because since he's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine and a whole bunch of other stuff, like he's an action hero type person.
Exactly.
Like, it suits him. So
Yeah. So I like that move. I think he'll actually. I think it's a good move. You know, because he'll sell some units. People love Terry Crews. But
kind of glad I bought an Xbox.
you said what?
Kind of glad I have an Xbox too.
Yeah,
On my
man.
PlayStation.
Definitely. I think that's the thing, man. I think if you're a gamer these days,
You
I
gotta be a
don't know
real
how-
connoisseur.
yeah,
Like,
I don't know how you can
like,
how you can just like segment yourself off just because.
because I put PlayStation. Let's get it twisted. Nobody's a true diehard Xbox, diehard Sony, Microsoft fan.
Nah.
We all started with 2 systems.
Yep.
Well, in our generation, we started with 2 systems.
Yeah, we're
Nintendo
90s, we're
and
90s
Sega. 90s babies all the way. We started with Nintendo and Sega.
Well,
Some
for
men
me,
started
it was-
with.
for me, it was Nintendo and PC, and
Well,
then
see, there you go.
PlayStation.
Well, I played PC2 first. PC, Sega, like Duke Nukem, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, they were
Doom,
definitely-
all those games. But not to dive away from the topic. Oh shoot, what the hell is that?
robots and shit.
Shit, that threw me off. I lost my train of thought.
That's it.
What were we talking about?
Crackdown.
Crackdown. Okay, so Crackdown. Can't wait. I suggest everybody play it. Everybody play it. At least try it out. If you don't like it, shit, get the hard disk and return to GameStop. Or
Yeah,
Best
that's
Buy,
true.
whatever.
That is true.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, man. I'm waiting. I'm probably watch you play Crackdown. To be honest,
Yeah, y'all probably watch me stream it
Yeah.
on here and play it.
because I'm not too excited about it. I'm still burnt on Crackdown 2. I didn't play Crackdown 1, but like I said, I'll lean on you for that in depth.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of games we don't know before because Destiny 2 and all them, like Forsaken and all that stuff.
I'm not doing any Destiny stuff.
But so another thing, Microsoft debuted / showed Division 2, and we get more into that when we talk about Ubisoft. I don't know, is it Ubi or is it Ubi?
I
Is it
think you
Ubi?
can. I think it's
Or it doesn't matter?
Ubi, but I don't know. It's because it's French, right? It's a French company.
I guess so. I'll call it Ubisoft.
Yeah, but
either way.
Yeah.
But yeah. So they showed Division 2. They showed else they showed? They showed yeah, shake that. Shake you too. Oh yeah. Oh, can't shake you. Thank you. Okay, no bullets. Ain't this some?
Get that pussy.
Alright. What am I? Ooh. They showed Division 2. What else they showed? They showed Kingdom Hearts 3, which I'm so upset
Why is that?
because it was strictly for PlayStation, and then they lost Square Enix. Square Enix said, "Well, f you guys, we're gonna put it on both." Like,
Well, it's not a loss to you. We can get it on.
I get on both if I wanted to, but I'm only getting on PlayStation because when I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I played it on PlayStation. Cause
Yeah, it's some franchises like you.
like Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry started with Sony,
Yeah.
and they ended up integrating with, which is fine, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, it just
Yeah,
kinda
it just
upset
feels.
me.
Yeah, I
Just
think
feel
it
weird.
comes down to controller for me.
Yeah,
It's like I would rather play Devil May Cry.
I would have played Devil May
PlayStation
Cry 4, I think, for Xbox or whatever.
Yeah,
And it was strictly for Xbox. I was like, what kind of mess is this?
yeah.
I'm like, what possessed them to do this?
Yeah, it's very odd. It's very odd. But I mean, you know, they get gamers. I mean, developers get more money if it's multi-platform.
That's true. And they gotta look out for number one because they're not gonna get the developers not gonna get what they owe if they didn't do that. So,
But
understand
the
that.
thing about exclusivity is that all the like Sony and Microsoft, like they gotta put the extra money down to incentivize them to do exclusive content.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when it comes to that, it's the developers. I think they just prefer just having their game on all platforms. I think the only thing that they probably get hung up about is because I know Microsoft or Xbox One is slightly less powerful than PS4. So some games when they're trying to like target like 60 frames, it's harder on Xbox than it is on what's the name, on PS4 or PS4 Pro or Xbox One X.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where I'm gonna say this. They should just. I mean, it seems like the original Xbox One is holding Xbox back. I think they should really. I know people will be mad as shit, but I think they should just dump it and just make the Xbox One X the actual like Xbox, and just say fuck it.
So dump Xbox One S and then
Yes.
cut up. Don't say that.
Dump it. Dump it.
That's what I got. Don't say that shit.
I know, right? I think they're gonna do something like that because developers like that's a game we gotta play. Have you heard of Onrush?
Nope.
It's like it's an arcade racing game. But it's made by people that made like the Crew.
You know what? I would
Not
say
the
this.
Crew, Driving Club.
If they said, okay, you know what? We're strictly going Xbox One X. If you bought an Xbox One S,
There's
you
a
go
voucher.
there's a voucher for half off or something.
Dog, that alone would.
That would
people
skyrocket this shit.
Yeah, people would definitely get on board with that because Xbox. Nobody is denying that Xbox One X is fucking tight.
Yeah, it is tight. Don't get me wrong. It says it's the most powerful console ever.
Yeah.
Which
at the
moment it is.
Yeah.
Even though PS4 can give it run for its money, but at the same time, like it is. It
got
pretty
more
much is.
horsepower.
Yeah, it got more horsepower. But so if they did do that, I would gladly turn over my Xbox One. Yes.
I in a heartbeat I would. Get that.
Gladly, even though I do have a 4K TV, so I'm not No, it's not gonna be too much of a hurt.
Shit.
Don't get your shit pushed in.
I know, right? So what else did they have at Microsoft? What's that? Sakaru.
Was it Xbox? I thought it was PlayStation. Maybe it was Xbox.
Yeah, it was Xbox. They showed it.
Skull and Bones.
Shadows
No,
died
that's PlayStation.
twice. That shit, man. That I'm not a big Bloodborne or Dark Souls fan or Neo in that instance. But this joint, Sakaru or whatever that shit's called, that shit's looking real tight. Those battles with those bosses, and then at the end with that big ass snake that came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
I was like, yo.
that shit was good.
So I'm looking forward to that game. And you got the little grapple hook that you can grab and boost to.
It's pretty dope. It reminds me of what's that game? Just Cause.
Oh yeah, it's like a mix between like Just Cause, Neo, Dark Souls, all of that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that shit, man. Did they have a release date on that? I don't remember. Is it like next year? It's probably next year or something.
I think every game's come out next year.
Yeah. So, what else did they have at Microsoft?
Oh, Jump Force. That shit looked dope as fuck. First off, if y'all know, if y'all can buy this t-shirt, I'm a big anime fan. I watched anime since I was 7, 8, whatever, since I lived in Korea. Flame of Recca and
I don't get it. All the rain stopped at my mother's order.
Ninku, which is about ninjas basically.
Okay.
And shit was dope. And so y'all know J.K. Smith is a big anime fan, love it. So when they showed just a snippet of this trailer, I damn near lost my mind. I said, oh my gosh, what the fuck is this? And they showed not one, not two, but 3 of my most favorite anime characters, Monkey D. Luffy, Naruto, and Goku fighting Frieza. And putting hands on this motherfucker. They were looking cold as shit. They were like, oh yeah, we about to blast your ass. That's exactly how they look. And I said, okay, so what's this? Jump Force. Cool. Then they showed Ryuk from Death Note, which is, if you've never seen Death Note, no, don't go watch the Netflix show. If you're gonna watch the real live action, watch the Japanese one. You save yourself some time, and you're welcome. I'm just gonna say that ahead of time. But
I would definitely listen. JK is like my personal guide in terms of like anime, comic books in general. I always follow his advice. I highly recommend.
Like, don't do it to yourself. Like, I watched it. I was like, I gave it a chance. I said, what the fuck did I just do? Like, I should know better. After they did Ghost in the Shell, you know what? That's another conversation next time. I'm not gonna get into that. Anyway, Jump Force. Jump Force is gonna be awesome. It looks like Naruto Ultimate Storm type gameplay with Dragon Ball Fighters a little bit with well, it's not the same engine, but it still kind of looks like Dragon Ball Fighters a little bit, and which I'm down. Like, I'm down to play. And it comes out the same time as Kingdom Hearts and Anthem. Pretty much in those first 4 months of 2019.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's another 60 gone. Don't matter. Well, it does matter, but it don't matter at the same time. Yeah. So, like, if you a big anime fan, you like Shonen Jump, characters. We like Shonen Jump. Oh snap. If you like Shonen Jump, definitely I probably gonna pick it up. You don't even have to listen to me. You probably gonna pick it up, so it don't matter. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, try it out. Hell, go watch some of the anime. You'll see what I'm talking about. Because first off, Monkey D. Luffy cold as shit. Motherfucker know how to fight.
Did they have? And did that announcement completely catch you off guard?
It did. Like I never knew about it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, because I never. They kept that under wraps.
They said jump. I was like Jump Force. Yo, and then when they showed like they jump Frieza and said, oh yeah, we gonna bust your ass real quick. Yeah, they jump Frieza and let's say Jump Force. I was like, okay, I'm sold. Like, and I saw gameplay. That made it even worse. I was like, yep, I'm getting this for sure.
Yeah.
And you know the cool thing about it is that's gonna be the next gaming tournament, fighting tournament big one right there on top of Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I thought for a second I was like, okay, this is gonna be like some game, and then I saw I was like, wait a minute, that's the shit from Dragon Ball Z. I do have grenade. Oh no, I don't. Oh, that's the same ship that Frieza was in Dragon Ball Z. What's that doing in here?
Yeah, that shit caught me off guard. I didn't hear no rumors about that joint at all.
They kept on the rap. They did a good job.
I was like, damn.
That was one of their little aces in the hole right there.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I was like, yo, okay, I'm sold. And then yeah, that was pretty much it for Microsoft. That was hype about.
I'm trying to think. So we talked a little bit about Gears of War 5, which they just call it Gears 5.
G5.
That giant is looking tight. They look like they're introducing like some melee. They had that one weapon that kind of looked like a gravity hammer from Halo.
Yeah, they do.
She was swinging that giant around. I was like, okay. So
it's gonna be interesting because I like how the storyline is.
Yeah, unfortunately we're not really paying attention to too much of what's going on here. I'm kind of getting the gist of it, but
all I know is they're not citizens. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Even though I played this part by myself, but still at the same time, like
yeah.
I Gears of War 5 I played, or Gears of War 4 I just played multiplayer.
Yeah, we kind of go crazy on multiplayer. But yeah, man. So Gears 5, I would say for sure, it really. I'm not as big a fan for Gears as I am for Halo. I don't think I'm not a. I mean, Halo is like my number one game, but Gears, I love Gears. I've loved Gears since the first one. I remember borrowing it from my cousin. And then playing that chain and really just kind of fall in love with it.
Where did I play Gears first?
Then Gears 2 was just like, more icing on the cake. When they introduced the horror mode, we played the hell out of that shit. And then Gears 3, I kind of fell off. I didn't play that too much. People gonna hate me, but I played Gears Judgment. That shit was actually pretty tight. A lot of people give that game shit.
Go ahead and say in the comments that you hate them.
You said what?
I was telling them if you watch it and you disagree, just go ahead and say it in the comments.
Yeah. Gears Judgment, man, very underrated. It was a fun game. It didn't take itself too serious. It had like the best of Gears in terms of like tight gameplay. I like how the campaign was kind of like an arcade mode. It was just fun, man. I think it got a lot of shit for no reason. I think if people just kind of took it for face value, they would have had a good time with it. But yeah, man, Gears 5. I'm looking forward to it. It's looking real nice. Hopefully by the time that joint come out, I might have an Xbox One X, so we can really get the power out of that joint. But I think overall, the Microsoft in my book, I would say Microsoft conference was good. I think
it was better than last year. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think I was just butthurt from the fact that there was no real information about Halo Infinite. I thought this year for sure they would do like a whole deep dive into where this series is going, how 343 is kind of rectifying themselves off of Halo 5, which again I don't think is a bad game at all. I just think it was just missing that Halo spirit.
Well, as one of my friends said online, he said they kind of killed the story at 4 or 3, whichever one he said. I can't remember which one. The story was done at 3, and then they said, well,
yeah, that they finished the first trilogy. So that was the whole thing. Like Halo 1 through 3, that was the first trilogy. So that, and then when 343 signed on, there was always going to be plans for another trilogy. So these two,
going back that way,
these two Halos, or these two Halos that came out for 343, are supposedly like is part of that second trilogy. But I think they're dropping that.
Well, isn't Halo Infinite like the prequel?
Nah, Halo Infinite is supposed to be after Halo 5, but I don't know why they call it Infinite. We'll find out.
Guess we should play Halo 5.
Yeah, we should actually. Yeah, so I would say Microsoft had a really good conference. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the games they showed. I think that they're making a case that they're trying to create more exclusive content. It's going to take some while to catch up to Sony. I mean, Sony has pretty much like almost 10 years ahead of them in terms of like franchises and shit. So yeah, man. What do you think? How would you say Microsoft's conference?
Microsoft was good. Like, I'm not. As you know, I'm not really a big Xbox fan, but like I said, I started to like it a little bit.
Yeah, I commend you for that because you definitely did. You gave Xbox
I said Xbox
shot.
is trash, but
I
give it a shot.
You gave it a shot. I definitely commend you for that. And you even started playing Halo and stuff with us.
I actually got better at Halo.
Yeah.
Like when I first played Halo, it was with you and fam, Florida A&M, and I was just learning how to play. And he was like, "Yo, that's not how you play. That's not how you're supposed to play." He's like, and lo and behold, I got better. Like I started, DM. It actually helped me with my whole DMR stuff because universally with DMRs, and most people would know is that it's the same way you would shoot. It's the same way you would shoot assault rifle from long distance and stuff. So it kind of helped me in the end a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like, man, out of all of the first-person shooters, Halo, and I think that's why it's not as popular anymore. Is that it definitely has like that learning curve, which I don't understand now because I feel like Fortnite has a learning curve.
Oh, Fortnite definitely learning curve. Like building and stuff like that. Like you have to. I've been playing it nonstop. Not nonstop, but like I've been playing it heavily for the past month and a half, 2 months, 3 months probably, and and I got better because he said in the chest, and I got better. I got better building, shooting. Because when I first played, I sucked, and my friends, I sucked. I was trash, so trash at that game. And then when I got better, it was over.
Yeah, so so yeah, man, I definitely commend you on giving Microsoft a try, giving Halo a try.
Yeah. I mean, I learned from one of my mentors, like it's kind of the same thing. We both are programmers, computer software connoisseurs / geniuses. I don't know. I'm just joking.
So,
Well, I don't know. We are very crafty in our field.
that's
So when one of my mentors said, you know, he's adamant on Android. Me and him are Android fans. So we both like Android. We both think Apple are for suckers. I'm just joking.
I never like fucking the iPhone. Like I like all the other products that Apple has, but iPhone.
It's a good phone, but like at the same
It's just
time, like
boring.
I was like y'all, like when that's another stream. That's another stream. And I could go on and on about this, but basically what he said was reason why, because he has a PC and he has a Mac. Oh no, he has an iPad. And I asked him, I was like, I thought you were Team PC. He's like, you know what, Jonathan, I am a PC fan, and I like my PCs and stuff. But I'm a connoisseur. You have to be well versed in many things. You can't just be one man. You can't just not one man, but you can't just be have knowledge in one spot, basically.
Oh, that's what you can do out here.
What?
You can like buy references and shit.
Yeah, you know what?
No. Switch my shit.
But yeah, so that's why I became pretty much a connoisseur, basically.
Yeah.
So
But it's more fun like that. You just enjoy like you're not intentionally boxing yourself out like, I'm never gonna buy this and blah blah blah.
yeah, cause like now people who Sony fan, like Sony, like, oh dang it, man, I can't get it because I don't have an Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm like, and now they looking at it again like, shit, I'm gonna have to get an Xbox. I'm really gonna play this game. So now, it is what it is. So,
Yeah.
like I said, this whole gaming thing's an investment. How he felt back. This whole gaming thing's an investment. But anyway, so Microsoft, thumbs up, both sides. So next, I know they had Ubisoft. No, Bethesda. Oh my gosh, Bethesda. These motherfuckers know what they doing.
I love me some Bethesda, man.
Doom. So first off, I just want to get this off the chest. Doom. Eternal.
That's just gonna be so tough.
Gave me what I wanted to see, which was Hell on Earth. I was like, oh, they brought it back. They brought it. I was like, yes. That's what I'm talking about. They said, oh, y'all want Hell on Earth? Oh, y'all want more demons? More? We got you. Yo, them jokers. And it showed the demon that you fight in Doom, the main one. Mm-hmm. Like his skull was on the ground.
Oh yeah.
And it showed all the other minions, all the other demons. So like, I wonder if those demons were like spawned from Earth, like earthly demons, like type. I don't know. It looked interesting.
So you're saying like humans that turn into demons or something like that?
So that whole Doom movie kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But in a sense, actually, it does make sense because they stopped it from hell coming, or from them coming to Earth.
Yeah.
Because they knew like there's a lot of psychos, stuff like that. So like it would have caused more different demons to come out. So they kind of stopped that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Doom Eternal is awesome.
Yeah, Doom. I would say. I think when did that shit came out? Doom came out 2016. That was definitely probably my
Still haven't beat
favorite.
it.
You still haven't beat it?
Still haven't beat it.
I'm on my second playthrough on Switch.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So I might just get a Switch.
I'm also getting Wolfenstein for Switch too.
Wolfenstein still haven't beat it.
Yeah, I still haven't beat that even on Xbox.
But Wolfenstein 2, if y'all haven't played it, guys, is awesome.
Yeah.
My coworker at my job played it with his son. They beat the whole game, and he said he loved it.
Is it co-op?
No, they play like he watched his son play. They played back and forth. So like they fought Uber command, like all the Uber commanders, killed all of them, finished the story, did all that.
Wow.
So like,
That's old school right there.
yeah, man.
Damn, this thing is
Strong as crap.
bullet.
Oh!
Snap.
Oh, okay. I want to play. Hello to my... Oh, what's that? Whoa. I need some bullets. Fabricator.
Did he drop that? But yeah, man. So Doom, that is automatic. Doom is probably one of my favorite franchises of all
Doom
time.
started gaming for me. Like,
for sure.
Doom, Duke Nukem, Wolfenstein.
All of those.
That's if you a true '90s starting gamer.
Yeah, those
PC like Warcraft, all that. That's what started. That's what started it all.
for sure.
Like people like, oh, I'm not. You know, if you ask any game like, what's the first game? Shit, Duke Nukem,
Yeah.
Doom, Wolfenstein, Sega, Mario, all that stuff. So yeah, that caught me. I was like, okay, I got you.
Yeah. So next up, was
Rage.
one of my favorite games of last
Rage.
generation.
It's
Which
interesting.
was Rage.
It's an interesting concept actually.
Yeah, so the first the first one wasn't completely like open world. Like they had like open world sections, I guess you would say. They had driving mechanics, which is actually the driving mechanics on Rage 1 was severely underrated. It was
Really?
actually it was the combat on that game was really smooth. Like it was really smooth. So the fact that they're bringing that back, I'm excited because it wasn't.
Oh, I thought I blew his head off.
It wasn't explored as much as they could have in the first one. So I'm excited that they're really going for that one. But it looks like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm was a good game.
That game was
Funny as
severely
shit.
underrated.
That game was so
Because they have those same mechanics where you can like lift up your enemies and blast them, and you can do all types of little powers.
There's another game that we're talking about later too, that they announced that for Sony. Or did they announce that
Control?
Sony Control?
Yeah.
That shit was joke.
Yo, I'm telling you, Remedy is they do some really good games.
Wait, what was the game that was done by Sucker Punch?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, what? Oh shit! Yeah, Sucker Punch. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yep, those are the infamous folks.
Yes, that was a good game.
You know what I'm thinking about it? This is kind of going off topic, but like, I think that Sucker Punch should have done. Not that it's saying it's gonna be bad, but like, I thought that Sucker Punch would do Spider-Man, and then
That's a good point, actually.
what's the name would do something like Ghost of Tsushima. Who's doing Spider-Man? I keep forgetting the name of him.
Somebody came up with it.
I can't think of the name of him. But I thought they would do, you know, because you know, you look at Infamous, that's pretty much Spider-Man. You know, but
In a sense, yeah.
yeah, like I mean, that whole open world. But yeah, so what else? So what we were talking about?
we're talking about
Bethesda. Oh yeah, Bethesda. Rage 2.
Rage 2.
Super excited about that shit. That's just gonna be a good time. Next up is Fallout 76.
We can skip that. No, I'm joking. I mean, I like Fallout 3. I played it, beat it.
I'm in the same boat. I didn't play Fallout 4. What's the name of that? Oh, there. There you go. I like Fallout. I like Fallout 3. I had a good time. I think it was the perfect dorm game. Because remember, we didn't have Xbox Live in the dorms.
Man, shoot, we didn't have shit in the dorms. But fans still good to go to, guys. Yeah.
I know, right? We
still have fun.
Yeah, we got around it. We got around playing online by just playing in person, like doing little LAN parties.
Shit, did we found ways around that shit though.
Yeah, definitely. So, Fallout. I'm happy for the Fallout fans.
Some aren't.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been debating whether I want to go back and play Fallout 4. If it come out for the Switch, I would play it for sure. But I had a good time with Fallout 3, but I don't know. Open world games to me is just it's always been like ever since I got out of school. It's always been it's been a chore trying to play those.
Oh, that's probably why you don't like Destiny.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Rage is the same way though.
I would play Rage though. I would take time to play that. Oh, damn. So the other game they announced the new Elder Scrolls. Do you play any of the Skyrim or anything like that?
Sure don't. Never played it. Don't want to play it.
Me neither. I'm not a big fan of like.
It was like, oh, you're out your mind, blah blah. Skyrim's awesome. I'm like, you can have that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
It's not my cup of tea.
I'll say I'm happy for the fans. I'm happy that they got
what they wanted.
Yeah, exactly. So
I will say this: they're good at keeping their their fans in mind.
Satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was something else at Bethesda. That's all I can think of. Those are the two games that really stuck out to me: Rage, Doom. I think Doom is gonna come. I think Doom is coming 2020.
Think so?
Yeah, because Rage 2 is coming out next year.
I don't know. Like I said before, you'd be surprised.
True.
You'd be surprised. I think that's all for Bethesda, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All we care about.
Yeah, pretty much. Everything else is kind of like whatever. I know they are bullet sponges. That's messed up if they do that.
Remind me of Destiny.
Destiny, they got some enemies.
Yeah, they got exploding hive. You don't shoot on those explode on it. But yeah, so Bethesda, cool.
Good job. I like Bethesda. I like that they their focus is single player games.
Well, they know what they're good at, and they kept with it.
Exactly. That's a
So
perfect.
like, that's all that matters.
All right. So next up we had Ubisoft, whatever, how tomato.
Oh yes. You son of a bitch.
However you pronounce it. They started off with that tight ass trailer with Beyond Good and Evil.
Yo, that shit, I never even played Beyond Good and
Me
Evil.
neither.
I was like, what kind of game is this? And then I kind of want to play it now.
I definitely
kind of do want to play it.
Because that game came out, I want to say on PS2.
It did come out on PS2, and it would look like a stealth type game.
Yeah.
The way it looked in the on the cover. I was like, because like those type of games, I'm okay with. Excuse me, but like I didn't really play like Splinter Cell all the games. That's what it looked like to me.
Splinter Cell. Speaking of which, well, are we on Ubisoft?
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck. All right, let's get to it.
Well,
Dog,
yeah.
when was the last Splinter Cell? I think came out maybe 2011, 2012.
Splinter Cell, Blacklist, something like that.
Which was a good fucking game. I actually, so the big
Was that
thing.
the one with the multiplayer?
Yeah, actually a good number of them had multiplayer for a minute, but Splinter Cell Blacklist I think was a really good Splinter Cell game. A lot of people don't like Splinter Cell's new direction in terms of taking a more action-oriented approach. I personally like it. I like the fact that it rewards you. So the whole system of that, I forget the name that they use for it. But basically, you can before you like rush a room. You can like mark your targets and take out all of them with like one button, pretty much. And I think it's a cool video game thing, you know. And so a lot of people felt like it was kind of going away from the whole Splinter Cell DNA, which was going around stealth and blah blah blah. But I think I like the mix. I felt like Blacklist was a good mix. It mixed up the two. It definitely has sections where it was more action oriented and they wanted you to just kind of go ham, but they also had sections where you kind of slow it down and really take your time with how you navigate that level.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they didn't have any Splinter Cell announcement, I think I was as equally. We have a special guest coming. I was as equally disappointed with Ubisoft as I was with Microsoft by not really showing a new Splinter Cell. So, but other than that, man, I think Ubisoft did a really good job. They started off really strong with what's the name? Beyond Good and Evil, and then what was after Beyond Good and Evil? The Division 2, which I was actually
Division 2. Yeah. So if you haven't played Division 1, long story short, Division 1 was good. It was in the same unfortunate same boat that they did with Destiny 1. They did a good job starting out, then people started bitch moaning, complaining, then it started to suck. Then people stopped playing it. Then they listened, they realized they fucked up. Oh, okay. Maybe we should, change some stuff up. By the time they changed it up, I was like, me and a couple other guys we used to play that religiously. And now they're like, not too adamant about it. So, long story short, fucked up in the beginning, fixed it, got better. Now nobody wants to play. Well, some people want to play. So, Division 2, when they showed that, looked fucking amazing. I was like, yes, this is what we wanted in Division 1.
I'm really intrigued that it's gonna be here in DC.
And if they do the same thing with the style they did in Division 1, you could look at buildings and see like, oh shit, that's that building, and it looks exactly like that building. That like you go down some streets like, oh shit, I will live here. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it looks exactly like it. Okay, cool. So, I would say give it a chance if you haven't played it. You don't need to play Division 1 to get what Division 2 is. Well, long story short, basically a virus breaks out during Black Friday and kills like half the population. And you are basically an agent activated by the government to pretty much give law and order because shit just hits the fan. So it's a pretty fun game, and my friend actually just sent me more YouTube videos on the system and how they revamped it, explain what's going on with the looting system, stuff like that. So I might take a look at that later. But from the get-go, I already signed up for the beta first day, so I can't wait. The beta, I don't know when the beta is, but they had it on their site, and you can sign up for it. So let's do it. Like,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get something to drink.
so yeah, so like that beta. You know, we'll see what happens at the end of the day.
I'm just trying to make you feel better.
So we're gonna take a little quick break. Let Kristen get some drink real quick, and we'll be right back.
Thank God you're safe. I was just about to head to settlement and find my stuff.
We had a few snaps.
What happened?
Starvation. The dog is on his way.
How long do we have?
Oh, they're fine. I gotta say, bring the tea down here.
You said what?
I said, bring the raspberry tea. I think I put it in the refrigerator. Never mind.
First Minister.
Reyna, I'm here for my people. Stand aside.
You're out of your jurisdiction, First Minister.
So, here's what happens next. Anyone who resists called justice will be dealt with.
Okay.
My
So,
Your choice.
Welcome back, everybody.
Forgetting one thing.
Now we got our drinks and we ready to go. We're on Ubisoft right now. So we're on Division 2. Like I said, give it a chance.
Good meeting.
Oh, it's
I
not
can't
over.
create that shit.
You too.
She
Follow me.
looks like what's her name from Horizon.
Oh, yeah. A little bit. Oh, this is like the horror mode one.
We need to secure the hall with the fabricator. Let's go.
So, what was Ubisoft? Ubisoft had, okay, so they showed some For Honor stuff. Which, you know, I love For Honor. I like For Honor. For Honor is a pretty cool game. And,
That's another one that I missed out on.
didn't they have like a little starter pack or something out now? Something. I can't remember what all. But, you know, I may get back into it. Make it back into it.
Yeah, I remember you and Marvel were playing that a lot.
Yeah. And it's pretty fun. We were playing like a couple months ago. It's pretty fun. But you know, I may get back into it. Tell you the truth, I may not, because there's so many other games that I'm trying to play. I probably don't have the time to play it.
Yeah.
But besides For Honor, they also showed Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So they did a good job with this because Assassin's Creed Origins, I played maybe 20 minutes of the game on my PC, and it's freaking great.
Yeah.
So when they brought it Greece, you know, for that, I was like, okay, well done, smart move to do that. So so I actually can't. I may get it on my PC. I'm not sure yet. May just hold off and wait, because it's that type of game you don't have to get immediately. You can hold off and wait.
Yeah.
And if they do the same thing with the DLC they did with Origins, where you fought gods, then that'll be dope too.
Yeah, that is pretty tight.
So we'll see what happens.
Your First Minister is
I haven't played
Grand
Assassin's
Gesture.
Creed since maybe
doesn't do so.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Oh, where they had the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that jump was fun. That's what I first played with y'all.
Yeah. I'm still kind of whatever on Assassin's Creed. I don't know. I'm happy that they're going in a really cool direction with it. But for me, I'm just like whatever. Like I'm kind of still spent on that. I'm happy for people. I'm happy if you're a Assassin's Creed fan. I'm happy for you. But me personally, I could care less about that franchise right now. So
I'm interested. I mean, I'm interested to see what happens. Because at the end of the day, it's still a fun game. Like, they went back to its roots and they brought a little bit more to it. So
yeah,
I just want to see what all. Ooh, a long shot. Should I do it to him?
This will work.
So I'm interested to see what happens
yeah.
at the end of the day.
No, definitely. Next up, we had Skull and Bones. That actually looked really cool.
That
That looks
interesting.
like a Sea of Thieves that I would play. Sea of Thieves. If you're not familiar with that, that's Xbox's take on the whole pirate game. But it's like a pirate simulator. It's like you got to do. They try to. I don't know. It looks like a bunch of busy work. Like when I was looking at that game, I was just like,
Ain't that the one where like you can fight, like you get gold and like it's like you can get chased down and you can call for help and people can come help you, but then they can also destroy your ship after they help you or some shit.
something like that. But it's like, from what I've been looking at, it looks like a bunch of busy work. Like you got to actually, like if you're really into that whole being a pirate, I think it'll be fun for you. But like, Skull and Bones makes it to where they're skipping all of that tedious stuff. And they're going right into like they understand that this is a game, a video game, and they really it seems like they distilled it down to like all the fun stuff of being a pirate, having ship battles, actually being able to like fight people. Like it looks fun. It looks super fun. So I would play that game. I would not play Sea of Thieves. That shit looks so boring to me. It's a beautiful game. Like they had some of the most beautiful water, but
That's about it.
that's about it. So I like Skull and Bones. I think that's gonna be I'm gonna keep my eye out for that one.
I'll probably pass on it.
Next thing they showed
I'll
was
probably just play the game.
the next thing they showed was Starlink.
Yeah, Starlink's. Oh my gosh.
That shit looks tight. And then the fact that they
We're in Star Fox. I was
bring
like,
Star
okay,
Fox, yeah. So
that's gonna be dope.
it was funny because I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, and the guy was like, he was like, yo, like, why didn't they just give the people that made Starlink, why did they just let them make the next Star Fox game? And I was
For
like,
real, okay, it looks pretty dope.
because it's basically Star Fox. I hate these little things. I really do. I really hate these things. So I think see Starlink, that looks very intriguing. I'm playing it just because Star Fox is in it. What was that? The Starlink. Trials. They showed off Trials. I like Trials. I never played it too heavy, but
I never really played it.
it's fun. It's actually pretty fun. It doesn't take it so serious at all. The mechanics on there, are pretty solid. Shit. They blew up a barrier. So I'm pretty excited about that.
But that was just the start.
They finished off the show with The Crew 2.
I mean, I really didn't get into The Crew. It was an interesting concept, but I never really got into
I
it.
can't believe Jin actually went through it.
It must have been something.
And the fact that, like, I look at The Crew and then I look at, if I play anything that's
Chopping her head off.
like The Crew, I would play like Horizon, for Forza Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
I play something like that. But The Crew, I only have really room for one racing game. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. It looks like they have different vehicles that you can pilot.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it's something I'm just gonna kind of like wait and see. I probably still won't get it. I haven't played a racing game in a long time, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But I think overall, Ubisoft was a solid conference. They showed some really cool games. My only gripe is that they didn't show fucking Splinter Cell. We are way overdue for a Splinter Cell. They also had a bunch of stuff for like Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six, just like some updates for that, because those communities are really going strong. So happy for them, you know. I've been really thinking about going back and playing Rainbow Six, because I used to play the old ones, but just kind of fell off over the years. But I'll say overall, I was pretty excited about Ubisoft's conference. They had some good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So following Ubisoft, there was Sony. I think everybody was holding their breath on the Sony conference.
See what they're gonna bring to the table.
For sure.
And they didn't bring shit. They had some cool games. Control, interesting.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Infamous with a gun. Pretty true.
Yeah.
With a gun you can shapeshift.
Definitely. What else? So they start off with The Last of Us 2. I'm not a big fan of The Last of Us. I probably played like 6 hours of the first one, but didn't finish it. This one looks good. I mean, the thing with Naughty Dog games, like they always look. They never cease to amaze you when it comes to like visual fidelity. But something about The Last of Us, I just think grabbed me. But this shot looks pretty tight. I'm definitely gonna try it out when it comes out. I'm not like super excited about it, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's. I would say this: Last of Us. Well, thanks to The Last of Us, that's why God of War was such good.
That is true.
They integrated it.
It is true. Like I'd say they've raised the bar for
games, like certain games in general, especially games where you can potentially have co-op.
Yep.
Like raise the bar to where you have to now can stick. Okay, so if I can make a game with co-op, how should I make it for this, and this? Okay, cool. Oh, I have to beat this thing.
And we understand shit. Light it back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, he went back. But Spider-Man, I'm really excited for Spider-Man. I really want to see how that's gonna go. There. You're welcome. I really want to see how Spider-Man is. The Spider-Man, all the Spider-Man games I played pretty much all of them. Since Spider-Man on Xbox and PlayStation.
On
Like,
PlayStation.
yeah, the one where the movie Spider-Man from when Tobey Maguire was playing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I like it.
I hate those. They won't let me be great. What else? So Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima. That game is fucking beautiful.
And if we're saying it wrong, guys, then correct us. We'll correct ourselves. Okay. Don't get butt hurt.
I think everybody mispronounced that shit.
Unless you're good in Japanese, which I should be now since I watched some anime.
What else did they have? Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, Last of Us, Control, Resident Evil 2
remake.
That shit
looks so fire. Fire.
Amazing.
Fire. Not fire. As in, it's gonna be awesome as shit.
Definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I went back and watched some of the they had some extended play on that, and that game is just looking so. They really, I'm very proud of Capcom. They've really stepped the game up in the Resident Evil franchise. After 7, they're really capitalizing on that momentum that they built from 7.
Mm-hmm.
That was 7 was probably one of my favorite games of this generation. That game really, I had a good time playing that. It was scary, and I'm not gonna lie though, I could not play that shit in VR. It was a little too intense.
I bet it was.
Cause it was intense, just not VR. So, I probably played like 15 minutes of that joint in VR, and I was like, nope, not for me, not right now. So, but nah, they're really capitalizing on that momentum that they built from 7, and taking that same energy and putting that back into Resident Evil 2. It's like they reinvigorated themselves with that franchise, because it lost its way with like Resident Evil 5 through 6, 5 and 6.
I think Resident Evil 7 too. She brought back that fan base. Like, oh, okay.
It definitely
Resident
did.
Evil.
It definitely
Well,
did.
let's see how this goes. And they were like, oh shit, this is good.
Definitely.
Don't let him up here!
There we go. So, Control, man. So I'm gonna say this. Remedy, those are the developers for Control. They're best known for the Alan Wake series.
Alan Wake, that game sounds familiar.
It was for Xbox. Alan Wake, this generation was Quantum Break, which was actually a really good game. Control is a weird on that shit, but it's a fun game. But anyway, they're quality developers, so anything that Remedy does, like I'm always a fan of. But Control looks like they've merged all of the stuff that they learned with Alan Wake and Quantum Break, and just kind of merged all that together. And that's what I think we were hoping for with Quantum Break. I didn't quite get there, but this one, it just like the telekinesis, looks like there's some type of like time mechanic or something.
And the gun can morph, like
Yeah,
It can morph into different. I was like, yo, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. So Remedy, man, that I'm a big fan of that shit. It's gonna be a good time. Really looking forward to that. Remedy is so the past few years they've been strictly doing Xbox games. So it's interesting that they're starting to do multi-platform. But I think they came out with a statement saying that all of their games going forward are going to be multi-platform. I just think financially they're just like, you know what, like we could have, if they could make, if they re-release Quantum Break on PS4, they can really make some. They can fund their next project with that.
Quantum Break was interesting and was be cool to play, but like it wasn't. It wasn't. It was hyped up, but then like I don't know.
Yeah, I would say my biggest complaint with that game is the controls. It's not as tight as you like, and that's the thing I don't understand is like how they didn't land the controls, because I remember Alan Wake was such a, when it comes to controls, like, that game was on point. So I don't know what happened in the development of Quantum Break that made the controls feel so loose, and it wasn't necessarily clunky. It was just loose. Like you didn't feel like your controller, I mean your character was in control a lot of the time. It was weird. But the gameplay itself, like once you start doing like all those like freezing mechanics, and once you get in that part, that's when the game really opens up and gets fun. So from what it seems like, Control is looking really good. I'm excited for it. What else do they have at PlayStation?
Neo 2.
Oh yeah, Neo 2.
Which I never played the first one.
I haven't either. I watched one of my friends play it. His cousin was playing that shit. It looks really good. But at some point, if Neo, hopefully Neo 1 goes on PlayStation Plus or something.
Don't make me regret taking you in. Mom, you know she's lying. Since when do we care what the cop thinks?
So we'll see, man. But overall, so the conference itself with Sony, that shit started off weird as fuck. I understand what they're trying to do in terms of like setting the mood for The Last of Us, where the trailer took place in that little town hall or banquet hall or something. I like that, but the whole transition from that to the actual conference was a little jarring, because it seems like when they once they did that first segment, and then they switched over to while the people are moving from that little banquet hall to the actual conference room or conference hall. They went over to, it was like kind of like it looked like a post show where they just had like a moderator, and they had the Sony exec on the stage, and they were just kind of talking and blah blah blah. So they're just killing time until everybody shifted over. So it was like it fucked up the flow in my eyes. But once everything got settled in, I feel like the conference really kind of hit a stride. And then Sony got to do what Sony does best, which show games. You know what we forgot?
What?
Death Stranding. Yeah. Oh, point your point. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Death Stranding. I don't know what.
I had to see more. I mean,
I don't
had
know
to
how
see
you.
more.
What's like? How do you fight those things? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think that's the mystery you got to figure out.
Because that's. Oh shit.
Oh,
I thought she was about to
oh
get.
shit.
Yeah, I know.
She said, I ain't going out. Ooh, in your chest. Ooh, damn. She got bitch slapped.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody really knows what the fuck is going on with Death Stranding. I'm still really intrigued. I want to play that joint. I'm just trying to figure out what's the gameplay loop.
No, like I think we have to learn to find out.
When do you think it's gonna release? 2019, 2020?
Next year.
You think so? Next year?
Yeah. Days Gone next year too.
Yeah, we didn't see Days Gone.
I think they did that on purpose.
They've really actually before E3 they
You snap his arm?
man, this dude gonna die.
It's a G. Hold down. You about to kill him? Stab.
Oh damn.
Damn. And he kicked him.
Oh.
We gotta take it. You gotta take him.
He got his arm off.
You don't care.
He got stabbed.
You don't care.
He got shot. Damn.
Oh, he just took it off. Oh, boom shot.
Oh damn.
Guys, that sounded like they were.
So yeah, Death Stranding. We don't know what the fuck is going on with that shit.
We'll see.
I'm still intrigued by that joint though, cause I like when I like that last part when he had that little thing that was like sensing where the shadows were.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I'm assuming that was like a stealth portion of it.
Yeah.
And then he got caught. And then he got pulled down into whatever he gets pulled down. Yeah. So
I'm interested to see what's going to go on with that.
yeah.
I mean, watch gameplay.
So that concludes Sony for us. The next one was Nintendo. Nintendo wasn't that crazy.
It wasn't crazy, but it made me want to get a Switch.
Oh, for sure. So the speculation before the whole Nintendo conference was whether Smash Bros. Is going to be a brand new game or if it's just going to be a continuation of Smash 4.
Yeah.
So
and then on top of that, they got a lot of games coming to it, like Fortnite and Wolfenstein, Doom. Well, they have Doom on it now, but like they have a lot of games that you can play on like Xbox or PlayStation. But now since the Switch, which is really cool, I think they learned their lesson from Sony and Wii U too, about the handheld that they brought where you can bring it anywhere and play, and still have to. You don't have to cut down graphics. It's not remote. It's like based on it's a console, and what I like about it is that they were able to fit so much into it to where it can still play like you're playing a console, but it's really a handheld.
Yeah.
So it's pretty dope. And I don't know. Just have to see what with Smash and a whole bunch of other games coming. We have to. I'm definitely getting one here. That's my birthday present right there. Switch.
Switch.
Like, might as well just take the L and get it.
Definitely. I recommend it.
Maybe start saving up now.
So they showed they went balls deep with Smash Bros. It actually, I've definitely played this a lot more because since Switch is a handheld game, it'll allow me to, you know, play a short game of Smash like on the go. Kind of really finally learn how that game works. I don't really know how it works. The mechanics.
It's a learning curve too.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember the first game I played, I got smashed like crazy.
Oh, for sure.
Welcome home, James.
So we had Smash Bros. They showed Mario Party. I played a lot of Mario Party from N64.
Dad, we need your help.
And
I'm
then
done helping you.
some on
This
GameCube.
time I'm not running from the cog.
Don't.
So I'm a big fan of Mario Party.
You were supposed to keep him out of trouble.
They showed some more information about Mario Tennis Aces. I'm already getting that. We're gonna be playing this.
Yeah, if I get a Switch, that's what we're gonna be playing.
We're gonna be playing that a lot on the stream. So
And my mother was
stay tuned to that.
Along with all our friends.
Show Dragon Ball Fighters finally coming to Switch sometime this year. So I'm looking forward to that.
Basically, every game that's come out next year, we're gonna be showcasing sometime and playing, giving our thoughts on it, whatever. So definitely stay tuned. Keep subscribe, follow us, so you can check us out. You know, not the best in the world, but we're pretty damn good. I'm just saying. But
that wasn't completely accurate.
yeah. So like Nintendo Switch, Nintendo was pretty dope. Like I wish they had Star Fox, but you know, that's just me.
Yeah,
But-
I was looking for a proper Star Fox too, but we're gonna have to wait on that.
Listen, you have no
Everybody
idea
was
what's actually
some of the podcasts I follow. Everybody was talking about Metroid.
Metroid Prime, I missed it for Nintendo GameCube.
Me too. I think the last Metroid game I played was on Game Boy Advance. I forget which one it was.
Oh, Metroid Fusion or something.
Yeah,
That game was fun.
it was. It was.
Yeah.
So I'm not like a big Nintendo head. There's only some franchises that I care about.
Damn, he said, "Fuck your robot, cuz."
Particularly Star Fox, Mario Kart. That's pretty much it with Nintendo. I'm not a big Zelda fan. I'm actually
I
not a Zelda fan.
I'm a Zelda fan. I definitely want to get Breath of the Wild because I heard so much about it. My coworker says it's awesome.
Still have a way with people, Mark.
Hell, he was convincing me to get a Switch last year, and he was like, "Yo, you need to get a Switch. You know, you got Xbox and might as well complete the set." I was like, "Yeah, I'll probably get it eventually." And
Yeah,
after E3, I said, "Yeah, I'm definitely getting it."
yeah. Oh,
I'm good. I'm good. Give me my gun. Oh, Mark 1, baby.
so yeah, man. Overall thoughts on E3.
Overall, this damn cat. Overall, it was good. It wasn't, I wasn't
I was
over.
disappointed.
It was good. It had its moments, but I was still kind of disappointed. Like, as much as I want to go to one, like I want to go to one where I know it's gonna be hype.
Yeah,
Get a
you
chance
know,
to-
I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm kind of losing interest in going to E3.
Me too. I have actually no
Desire,
desire to
like in
go.
college, we was like, yo, I want to go to E3, meet some developers, like, inside look.
For some
I'm
reason-
like, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, there was a mystique behind going to E3. Like, you had to actually be somebody in the industry, blah 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 blah. Now that it's open to the public, which is fine, but like, my
It's
thing
like,
is,
it's not as special anymore.
yeah, definitely.
But it's not like unlike Comic-Con and stuff like that, which I was going to go to too.
I think the only conference that I would really want to go to is like PAX, because PAX is
Yeah,
like
PAX is exclusive.
No, PAX is like it's for everybody. It's for like they have a bunch of.
What I mean by exclusive is like you're gonna see like some. If you go there, you're gonna experience and see some good cool shit.
Yeah, like it's really big on indie games. You'll see a lot of that. You get to meet the developers. It's real like intimate. So E3, like my thing is like you're gonna be waiting in line to be playing these games. It's like if you just wait a few more months, the games are gonna actually be out. So it's like I've lost. I would say I've lost all desire to go to E3. It just looks like it's crowded. You standing in lines and you're not playing anything.
Wait to get into the conference room, stuff like that.
Yeah, you're not going. You can play Spider-Man earlier than a lot of people, but it's like it's gonna be out in a few months.
Like it's a single player game. I might as well just wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be out in a few months. So now if they have Halo there, I feel jealous, but. But
at the same time, like it's made for, and I realize it's like since YouTube and Twitch has blown up, that's what it's made for. Like those type of like multiplayer games for Twitch streamers to come and get exclusive to try them out.
Yeah.
So because people can vicariously live through those streamers. So like,
yeah.
I mean it's whatever. But at the same time, like
Probably with your ass on fire.
it will be. It's gonna be an interesting year next year. That's all I know.
Definitely. So I'll say it's E3. There was some points of disappointment. There was definitely some shining moments, but I think overall, it was a solid show. But next year, 2019 is looking like it's gonna be fucking packed. So everybody save up your coins because there's gonna be a ton of releases, especially in the early part of the year. So
yeah. So I'm excited, and I already know I'm gonna be investing a lot of money into games in general.
For sure.
So. You know what's so funny? He hasn't died yet.
Yeah. He's been. I mean, he's the face
He's
of the
lived
franchise.
basically forever.
He's the face of the franchise.
He might as well be a god.
Custom Lancer.
Yeah, you get a custom Lancer that has that bad boy on it.
So yeah, guys. That was our thoughts on E3. I definitely want to start a dialogue with you guys and get your take on that. Like I said,
definitely.
Like I said, I was really looking forward to hearing something on Halo. We just got a trailer. I was also looking forward to Splinter Cell, and we got nothing. So, everything else, I mean, if you're a Smash fan, I'm happy for you, man. Like it's gonna be fun. Man. These new updates, it looks like it's gonna be fun. So I'm actually gonna try Smash out. I'm probably gonna use the rest of 2018 as kind of going through the backlog because there's a lot of games that I missed out. So.
Oh! I pressed the wrong button. Damn, you kicked your ass. Damn.
So.
You literally kicked your ass.
But
yeah, definitely.
What you need.
I want to hear from y'all. Go into our YouTube page, leave some comments, leave what you like, what you disliked, what you want to talk, what you would like to see more gameplay of. Like, subscribe our page on YouTube
for sure.
Like our Facebook page. Follow us. Subscribe to us on Twitch. Y'all know the whole deal. Y'all know this by now.
Definitely.
Like, I shouldn't have to explain this to you. So, just go ahead and do it. I know y'all want to. Y'all know we fight. It's all good.
All right, new.
So yeah, so catch y'all next time. Definitely. Oh damn. Damn. Okay. Yeah. So I'm out.
Cover don't matter.
I'm out.
All right,
I never
y'all.
did this before.
Um,
I never did that.
we're gonna go ahead and end it. This motherfucker.
Peace.